Hi, my name is Megan Benyon, and I am the founder of Negasi. Today I am here to answer one of the most common questions, and that is, what are we doing here at Negasi? So Negasi is a word that means healing and royalty. Our mission is very simple, but it's urgent, and that is to heal the food desert here in Muncie, Indiana. I'm here today with several friends. We have finished up a distribution today. As you can see, there is still some of the produce behind me that will be distributed out later today. And today we are sitting in our storefront / marketplace. Right now it is where we do our distributions. And what we are doing here is focusing on not only the movement of food. Muncie has a lot of movement of food. And before I go into that, I will quote that 64% of Muncie residents live in what is commonly known as a food desert area. That is an area where there is low or minimal or no access to a grocery store, etc. So this is the general location that I'm in. I'm over here at 5 Points. And our goal is to, as I said, heal this community of this food scarcity. So in the movement of food, we are definitely helping with other organizations and partners that distribute food weekly, but more specifically, our goal is to grow food. So for the past 4 years, we have grown here in Muncie. We have a street just behind me we've grown on for the past 4 years, as well as a couple other acres, 2 different locations that we've grown on. But very specifically, now that we're in this building, we are going to be introducing a micro farm. So I'm also happy to mention in this video that we are the proud recipient of the 2025 Black Chamber of Commerce Hybrid AI Pitch. And we are very happy for their support and everything that led up to us winning in that contest. So we are very happy to have been able to win this contest. In winning this contest, we were awarded $5,000, and that $5,000 will be used towards the indoor micro farm that we are introducing here. Why are we introducing an indoor micro farm? Because I believe that in food sustainability, there has to be the producing of food. You can't just move food through. And so while I'm very happy to have joined up and partnered with Second Harvest to be able to distribute food, that is what I refer to as just food movement. There still has to be food production. Where is the food coming from? So that is very specifically what we focus on. And in this building, we would like to reopen the grocery store. So I understand in the 1950s, this was once a grocery store. If I remember correctly of what I was told, it was the old Waller's Market. I've had a number of Muncie residents tell me that they came here and bought candy as a child. There was loaves of bread, just very wholesome and beautiful stories. And it seemed to be core memories, just core childhood memories. Those are things we definitely want to bring back. And so in that, we are renovating this building. There is the commercial kitchen that is being renovated. There is the cafe area where we will be introducing the micro farm, and I'll tell more about the micro farm in just a minute. And then the room that we do the distribution in is where we will be setting up the permanent storefront. There's a lot more behind the scenes involving, outside of this building, involving other activities that Negasi is involved in that will pour into this. So why are we bringing the micro farm indoors? We're bringing it inside because, number one, Indiana has a very short growing season. There's, of the 12 months, 7 of them are cold. So we cannot grow outside for very long, which does not help for food sustainability. Second major issue, and could potentially be first, except that the weather is so major, it is the environmental issues of the soil. We have so much brown soil here, and that is because of the industry, the commercial, the business that was happening years ago. It has left a lot of contamination in the soil. So we cannot properly grow, let's say we cannot grow healthy food in the contaminated soil. So we are working with soil testing, etc., to see what can be done about that. But in the meantime, the food must grow, we must move forward. So we will be introducing 12 of your grow towers here in the marketplace. We will be introducing 12 of those and immediately growing leafy greens, peppers, and having those available just right away is what we'll be doing. Aside from that, we are going to bring our classes back in. So we did partnership in the summertime with several other organizations and had a lot of classes here. So we will be doing that throughout the cold season as well. However, for us to do that, we have to finish the renovations on this place. And there's a lot of renovation as far as the kitchen, we need to finish the flooring, etc. So we have started a GoFundMe, and we've had a lot of people reaching out saying, how can we support? How can we help with what's going on? I believe to end the food desert, it is not just going to be moving the food. You know, even right now we have the whole SNAP issue, you know, the SNAP benefits, and we don't know, there's so much uncertainty about that. And while we can all band together and continue to distribute food, we have to have someone that can put their focus on growing the food. Otherwise, the distributing, if I can get that word out right, that is really just food movement. It doesn't add to any sustainability of the food. So aside from, as I said, myself growing, there are partnerships that are also in play. There are local farmers that have eggs, meat, honey. There are people standing and waiting for us to get this storefront done, because then we will collaborate together to have this stuff readily and available at all times. So our current mission is to finish the storefront. For all of those asking, how can you support? How can you help? Help us get the storefront finished. Any financial help that you can offer would be huge. We are going to have days where we can get together, and we will post what days those are, where there will be community opportunities to work in the storefront with us together. But there is painting that needs to be done, flooring has to be done, we have walls that need to be finished, there is water lines to be laid, countertops to be put in. So there's a lot of work. In doing that, we are raising $20,000 to put into the storefront to bring it back to its original beauty and purpose. In the meantime, we have been able to secure all the funding for the micro farm. Thank you to all of those that pitched in for that and are supporting us and helping us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. And last of all, there's a lot more behind the scenes, but we'll save that for another time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time.